Dummy Switch Pod. The boys are back.
Yes,
How are you, Chris?
sir. Yes, sir. We back, quarters back at it. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, bro?
Good myself, the Dan Carters of podcasting. Here to give you our
Yes,
flagrant
sir.
takes and opinions. Give us your opinions as well. It's a big week this week, Origin
Mm,
week. And of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
there was another local derby played this past weekend. So
yeah.
plenty to discuss, plenty of
I know.
opinions, you know?
URC in full swing, you know?
Yeah, we deep in the competition now. Things are happening. The storylines, the plot lines.
Mm.
It's a series. There's been characters that have they've fallen away now. Nohamba has left already. He's
Yeah.
departed the series, the
It's
season.
gonna be good, bro. It's gonna be good, man. So it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it happening. The writing was on the wall, but again, there's been
Yeah.
some re-signings. And Klabakanye, Horn, Van Veek have
Good
all re-signed
signings.
this week.
Good
Good
signings.
signings. It's just Edwill still. Man, he just doesn't have a pen yet. He doesn't have a pen yet. So
Show me the money, mama. Show me the money.
that one will be more tricky. Yeah, I suppose that one will be more tricky. But
Yeah. No,
we'll
but
see. Obviously, links to the
mm,
Sharks. Both teams would love to have him. Stormers also a few resignings. I saw Murat resigned,
yeah.
Fushia resigned. Uh, Believe it or not, Murat they wanted him overseas, so
Yeah.
it's not one to there's value in the man somewhere.
Press start. Press start. Press start. Because now they're going deep, like you said, he's back from his injury, so
Yeah,
hopefully, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's all for news really this week. Besides
Mm,
the rugby championship, the final game, Springboks versus Argentina. It's being hosted at HQ at Twickenham. So I think it's just it's the second time Argentina have done it. It's just to get the money.
gotta secure the bag, I guess, for them, business first
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah, and for South Africans, it's essentially two home games versus
yeah,
Argentina
it
because
is.
you
We
know
know they are
the
there.
Saffers abroad, the Saffers
We
abroad.
know they are there. We know what's happening right now, but we know they are there, so yeah.
It's a touchy subject, that one.
I don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, this week is Origin week. You're gonna see some school socks, maybe some club socks, even
Yeah,
Lions versus Stormers, and then Bulls versus Sharks. But this past weekend, let's let's visit that one.
yeah,
Stormers hosting the Bulls.
mm,
Yeah, the background to this, obviously the Stormers, that home ground, it has that
yeah,
energy.
yeah, yeah,
They've
yeah,
done the things to the ground to where it has that energy inside. So
yeah.
it's never going to be easy going there, but at the same time,
Mm-mm,
when I looked at the team sheets, I was feeling like it was going to be a Bulls win.
mm.
It wasn't as straightforward as what I thought it would have been. Mattia at 10, no Lubbock, no Willemse, no Feinberg and Gomezulu. And then on the opposite side, you got Willie at 10.
Mm. Yeah, but before even that, I think just the intensity of the pack, you know,
Yeah,
they came there on a mission, the Bulls, they wanted to play at that tempo, and they've been on that sort of almost resurgence, so and it allows guys like Willie to show,
yeah.
as well, so yeah, it becomes
The thing is,
difficult
I
then.
agree with you. I agree with you. But from my perspective, I'm looking at the Stormers and I'm like, their pack is almost packed to full strength. It's their back line
Mhm.
where it seems like everybody is missing.
Yeah.
But like you said, the pack allowed them to play, allowed them to have that platform. And we saw from kickoff Hanekom the things that he could do. He got them
Yes.
started there.
He was
Visa
big.
also big
Yeah.
contribution. He got over for the try. And then obviously there's scrums throughout the whole match if you're talking about the forwards.
Mm. Mm. They got them in those positions, and I think even just, but I think even both sets, of packs, especially the Stormers when they were starting to get that foot in the game, and where
Yeah.
they put themselves in a position to do what they do at home, which is not lose, and yeah, but just the Bulls were just much hungrier. You know what I mean? So it just, yeah, it worked for them.
Yeah, for me, it's got things to do with quality and not just the hunger because there's times
Mm,
where the Stormers they they tried, but they just weren't fluid enough. They didn't
mm.
have that linking play that they tried, but sometimes it didn't come off until maybe like the Halan try was sort of that's where we
Yeah,
we saw it
yeah,
for the
that
first
it
time,
was
like the way
smooth
that they
then. Yeah,
normally
that
play.
fourth try. Yeah. Mm.
Uh,
But they fought to get themselves in those positions because look at it. At the end of the day, you know, there was missed kicks. You know,
yeah,
let's not. And that's why I'm also mentioning them that they put themselves in the position to win it. And they didn't. You know, on the balance of it, yes, the Bulls just seem to have just that little bit more. But at the end of the day, this is a job that the Stormers blew. I think, and yes, like you say, in the back line, that's where they were weak, and you know, they were not as strong as what we're used to seeing. So, yeah, but still, for me, they blew it, man. They did. Think about it. They did.
no, they did. 100%. I was gonna progress there further into the conversation, but like you said, missed kicks. Creel missed two. Mattia missed, I think, two, and then Blomeki's the the miss to steal the game basically. And I mean, here the Blomeki's thing is a sensitive thing because it's like you should be
Yeah.
getting that over. You should
Yes.
you should be getting that over. And my initial thought was if I
It was.
was if I was one of those players, I would have said, no, where's his contract? We're gonna burn it now in the change room. We're going in the middle of, how we all stand around. We're gonna burn this
Yeah.
contract now in
Just
the
say
middle.
no.
And
Come
then
on.
maybe after this, from these ashes we will rise. But this guy needs to leave. But at the same time, you see him crying after the game, and you're like, this is
It
a
happens,
person.
man. Yeah,
It
it
happened,
happens.
like, so you feel for the guy.
It
There's
does.
there it's
It
it's it's
does.
it's it's weighed on you weigh it like this, where it's like, yes, he's a professional, he should be getting that over.
Mm.
On the other
But
side, the human element, it has to be very hard on him. So I don't want to
yeah,
be that guy.
no, no. Look, not being that guy. It's just stating the facts that they blew the job. They had the chance. They
Yeah,
couldn't take it. It happens, and yes, those key elements were missing. But for me, I still go back to the thing that it just seemed the Bulls were just the more at them.
yeah,
And that's why I was saying that they just, yes, the quality, but the Bulls are also hungrier. You know what I mean?
yeah.
In terms of when you look at the opportunities, how they took them as well. You know, so yeah, it's just, but it was a good game though.
My
For
thing,
me,
my,
I
my, my
enjoyed.
thing, like I'm on the opposite side of that to say that the Stormers were living off scraps in terms of territory and possession, which, like, due to the quality, I think they're always going to do.
Yeah,
But I mean, there were points in this game where after the Murat try, they went ahead 17-15. They had no right to be ahead in that game. It should have already been 30 by that point. Then you look deeper into the game, where it was towards around 60 minutes there, they took the lead again,
yeah,
and then bad restart, the Creel kick. That was the time where I was on the betting app trying to put money. But they suspended betting at that time because I was like, no, I know the
they're
Bulls are
like
gonna win this thing.
they're like
But they suspended the betting. But they took the lead at two pivotal moments, and even up until that third moment of Blomekies, and there was another moment where they turned down a kick at
yeah,
poles, and they went for the line and they messed it up again. So for me, I'm on the other end of it where I'm like, these guys are living off scraps from territory, from possession, but when they do have it, they make magic happen, even with
yeah,
the little that they have. Because you've got, realistically, who's gonna make something there? It's Galant most of the time. The other
yeah,
time, Yankees came on, pick up the tempo. Angara also, I think, he's got some good, like when the mall breaks down, he knows how to play with the forwards to get them over the line. That's what happened with the Malherbe try. Even with Murat, it was Kalan, but it was also Angara.
yeah. Just is setting that up. And look, quarters, I'm not disputing that, but Duxala, they blew it, because they, like you say, You know what I mean? They were living off scraps. They found themselves in that position. You're at home, you know. But I think, like you say, the quality of the Bulls, yes. But the Bulls' quality has always been there. It's just at different times there were questions around, how they're going about their business, and yeah, more focus. I think they've had like I was saying, that resurgence. So
Yeah,
yes, yeah, the Stormers, you can say, yeah, look, for where they are, yeah, look, they put themselves, they didn't do the jersey bad, but
yeah,
they blew it. You know,
yeah,
I'm just saying they did,
yeah,
and for the Bulls it's good because they're still in the top in the table. They're showing why they're also there as well. I think for them in terms of their psyche, their morale to say, okay, I know, all right, they can try and push on and stake a claim because still it's almost like midway, so
yeah.
we going deep now. So yeah, I think still a lot of rugby to play. You know.
Bulls, I think they'll be happy in what they've found with Willie at 10. Obviously,
Mm,
he did step in at 15 a lot in like a double pivot. So it's almost like he's playing 10 and he's played 10 before. But I think what they saw in him in this game is that I think they found their 10. This is how far
yeah.
we'll get with this. The only other thing I'd say is you've got Visa that went out injured. He was actually on Bok watch. I saw in one
Mm.
of the articles them saying that he could be one of the names for 2025, in those early tests against Georgia and
Yeah.
whatever D League team they give us. It's that first game or against Wales. So it's like whatever, Visa was in those talks. Now you've got him falling out. He's a big part of this team. So again, injuries. They've got Nokia out. Obviously,
Yeah.
Eric Lowe out. So that's for me. It's that'll sort of limit them. And then obviously defensively lapses in concentration because
Mm.
it can't be that the Stormers side. But I mean, again, they're at home. They've got that magic. So, but the quality, even it goes to Akafan and Merva coming on. Big
Yeah.
play, steal on the ground. Big play, stealing the lunch, going over the try line.
Mm. Mm.
So it's and then obviously their scrum. The scrum for me is also a thing where you've got Jan Hendrik Vessels, who I've always said is suspect at scrum time, and he's dominating the scrum against Malherbe.
Yeah.
So, you
Yeah.
want to give credit. I give
Yeah.
credit on two fronts. I give credit to the player, to Vessels, because, he's the one in the front row. But I
Mm.
also give credit to the pack, as a unit that
Yeah.
that they did well. But yeah, there's positives there.
There's positives, but we'll see. We'll see this weekend, because yeah, it's they gotta back it up, keep that trajectory going for them.
Yeah,
But they've got some visitors, so well rested. I hope,
yeah,
and hopefully we'll see them, doing well because right now these are the top two teams going almost deep in the URC, the
yeah,
Sharks and the Bulls. So I think this will be a good game to see exactly where both teams are, and where they're going. I think from a local perspective, so yeah, still, like I say, it's still a lot of rugby to be played quarters.
yeah. Just capping off this game. Just that final moment, Ben Jason Dixon, Yankees, Geland getting over the line, the Blommetjies miss. Guys. Yeah,
They
you're
blew
actually
it.
right. They
They
should
blew
have
it.
won this game.
They blew it. They blew it, man. They blew it.
But I mean,
That
there's
one because they've been in those positions and won it,
yeah.
if you know what I mean. And that was not look. You think maybe the La Rochelle game, money missing from the side, big game,
Yeah, but that was an
but
easy this is an
that
easy
wasn't.
kick.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. That
Yeah.
it wasn't that kind of kick, and that's why you just like, man. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yes, we understand the human side, man. No, like, come on.
But there's a bigger conversation as well because the Stormers played Boland. There's the SA Cup coming up before the Curry Cup. So
Mm.
they're doing like preseason and they played Poland and they lost a Stormers team. And when you
Mm.
look at the team, there's Theobald Tivanachas, there's Travis Ishmaels, there's Kosans. There's no very it's all names we know well, which is also a bad sign
Yeah.
because sometimes you want the next guys coming through,
Yeah.
you
Want to
know.
see
So
who's doing what,
but again, you say at the same time, you're like, okay, no, maybe experience could help the squad. But hey, certain experienced guys, they're coming in and they're showing us
There must be balance,
bad
eh?
experiences, you know. So uh, I don't know. I don't know. We've seen
Uh,
Roche come in, and you know
yeah.
he's played well. So it's a
Yeah.
maybe
I like
there's a
it.
balance of experienced guys, youth guys coming through. Which do you take? Because obviously, with us getting more money now, we're gonna have money to bring back more seasoned guys that are overseas that also want to come back home. So I think there's also a balance to say that because that Stormers team lost against Poland, so maybe these guys are done. Maybe they need
Yeah.
to start
Freshen up.
bringing in, yeah, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
because to be honest, which sides are really bringing through the younger guys? The Lions are doing it because they have to. The
Yeah.
Sharks are doing it because they are able to secure the talent, and then the
Same with the Bulls.
Bulls. Yeah, but who's young for the Bulls that's coming? Like
Yeah.
there's guys from
We got
maybe
some
two
experienced
seasons ago.
youngsters, maybe,
Yeah,
but
Moody was on 50 caps.
yeah.
So, and how good is he? That's one thing I was also saying. Is just like that guy is just
Just
when I watch him and Hanocom, I'm just like these guys are just
they make it look
they're that
easy.
level. Yeah, they make
Mm.
it look easy. But yeah, it's the Sharks and the Lions basically bringing through these youth guys. So I guess it's something also to monitor going
Mm.
deeper, you know, into this because now, like you said, we're halfway through the season. Some of us are still in Europe and cup competition. Some of us aren't. So
Yeah, So, but yeah, look, it's opportunity. It's always opportunity quarters, So, like you say, more money coming in, good thing. There's pros and cons, we bringing in experienced players, but also then you got to look at the development structures,
yeah,
development structures. But that's a whole different conversation,
Justin
about
Cretilt was playing 10, I think, for that Thomas team. Like,
like, yo,
I don't know what's going on,
legend.
man.
So there's a legends team. You don't know, maybe, maybe because you need new energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like new energy. Some of those guys have been through the most, and they
yeah.
haven't. Yeah, but okay, you know.
Yeah, moving along to this week, like you said, Origin week, Stormers versus, well, Lions hosting the Stormers.
Yeah, big one.
Stormers Stormers
Bounce
will
back.
want to bounce back
Mm.
and they'll have played last week, so they could catch the Lions cold. I expect the Stormers to get off to faster starts, take the lead. Lions may be able to pull that back and get the win there. I hope for that. I don't know. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, I think I kind of. Yeah, I think the opposite. I think maybe the Lions will be the ones wanting to really get the faster start. To feel comfortable early. Especially not having played. In the last week. So and also depending again on who's available for the Stormers as well. If it's gonna be, I think. Yeah, I see the Lions, coming out on top, close, maybe 5 points.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Then Bulls hosting the Sharks
No,
again.
no, I'm backing the Sharks. Backing the
Yeah,
Sharks.
again for me, it's I'm gonna need to see those team sheets
Yeah,
before
true as well.
I can
But I'm
make a
still
decision.
backing
I
the
know
Sharks.
Fassi is out long term. Esterhazen, I think, is out. Also, these are like long, medium terms. Um, you know that Sharks injury list is always long.
Yeah, it's always long.
So we'll see. Um, I think the Bulls are gonna win. I want the Sharks to win.
Still backing the Sharks.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Any closing remarks from you
No,
about it?
I'm backing the Sharks. Coders. That's my closing remark. I'm backing the Sharks.
Okay, I think I'm also now I'm with you. I'm with you. If you say I must go,
I'm
I'll
backing
also
the
go with
Sharks.
you, and
Yeah,
I'll also
man.
I'll
And
back.
like I say, so 2 weeks rest, be fresh. Backing the Sharks, man.
They've been hitting tackle bags for 2 weeks. Just
Hey,
they're
man, I'm
hungry.
backing the Sharks,
They
man. Aye, I'm backing the Sharks. Aye,
All right, that's it from us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
aye.